Hello, everyone. Hi, all my spooky peeps. It is officially spooky season to me. I can't help it. I'm bursting at the seams this year. It's just where I'm at. So I decided to take one of my daily pages from August that I didn't fill out. I have no idea what happened on that day. I have no weekly to go off of. I have no photos. I am literally lost in the dark. And I decided to repurpose it to make my HHN 33 hype list. So that's what you're going to watch me do today. First things first, I want to shout out a little bit of product. So the washi tape and the stickers that I use are going to come from Paper Haunts. I will put that link down below in the description. I've got the plague masks and the haunted houses that I'm going to use. You're going to see those. It's just 2 stickers. Literally, I kept it pretty minimalist, even though right now it looks like it's about to be a maximalist situation. So the washi tape and the stickers are from Paper Haunts. And then the paint that you're seeing me use is a HydraColour paint. So, okay, let's back up. So this original red paint that I'm putting down is a Jane Davenport paint that I have. It's just kind of a classic red. And then I'm going to put the Ariel glitter red from HydroColor over it so that's sparkly because I love sparkles. And then I'm going to use my Pilot G 2.38, which is a little bit thicker for a 0.38 in my opinion than my normal Uniball. But it definitely did the job so that I can make a little bit bolder writing so that it just showed up a little bit better. So that is it for product. Other than that, we are just going to get into it. So first things first, I am going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights on October the 6th. So if you would like to meet me in the wild, that's a great opportunity to do so. I'll probably be hanging out at the Dead Coconut Club with my bestie before the event. And then I'm going to have a ton of bracelets. So make sure you track me down. I go way overboard. I make them for scare zones, for just funny, spooky phrases, and for the houses. So I have a metric F ton of them. So please track me down if you can. I would love to say hey and give you a super spooky hug. And then we'll be in the Orlando area around those days as well. So if you're in that area, I hope to see you at some of the places that we're going to. But let's go ahead and dive into my scare zone list. So I have to be very quick in my explanation. So starting with the bottom, I'm going with Duality of Fear. I'm not really excited about it. I feel like it's a very cheap way out personally, like from what I'm hearing and from what I saw. It's basically like super tiny, not a lot of scare actors, and it's just kind of our 2 new main icons, which I like the icons. It's okay. I'm excited for something new. I like the concept. I like, again, that they're new. I like that they're female. I just kind of wanted them to be sexier than they are. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad for that. Next, I have Sinister's Torture Fair. Okay, here's the thing about Sinister's Torture Fair. It's not that I hate it or anything. I'm just not I think it's going to be fun to see in the daytime. I don't think I'm going to want to see it at night as much. I don't know. And I've heard that there's going to be some water effects, and I have trauma from 5 years ago where they did that. Oh, and I will pause really quick in case you're new to the channel or I haven't said it recently. This is my 10-year anniversary of going to this event. So I have 10 years consecutively with HHN in the books, and I am so excited to have this major anniversary year and have my bestie with me. So jazzed. But yeah, not really vibing with the Torture Fair. I think it'll be fun and I think it'll be cute. Number 3, I'm doing Enter the Blumhouse. I know there are a lot of people that are up in arms that it's going to be a selfie zone. It's definitely a selfie zone. As someone who's been going to the event for a long time, I really think that they need to have at least one. I feel like Vamp 69 was it last year. I wish it was a little bit more styled like Vamp was, where at least, there's still a storyline going and there's something happening. The only reason I'm ranking this number 3 is because they're going to have purge characters off stage, kind of walking the street area. And Purge is actually how I came to the event. My very first Halloween Horror Nights had a Purge scare zone, and that was why my partner at the time took me. There was no way I'm going to get through this entire list. I can feel it now. I've got 5 minutes or 7 minutes to get through all of this. So Blumhouse has a special place in my heart only because of Purge. I'm not really jazzed to see. I mean, like, it'll be fine to see the Megan and if they dance or whatever, but I'm really ranking that a little bit higher just because it'll tickle my Purge fancy. Next is Swamp of the Undead. I think that's going to look amazing. I usually love the Central Park Scare Zone a lot because it's such a great opportunity to do that like forest undergrowth look. And from what I've heard, aesthetically, they've put a lot into this. So I'm very jazzed to see it and get that underwater effect. My number one zone is going to be that Surreal's Demon Queens. I am going in a black princess dress for my anniversary. Like, I really had to talk myself out of a crown, you guys. Like, it was hard, but I am not trying to F with that crown all day and take it off for every ride if I want to get on one. Sweet Jesus. Like, it just sounds like all holy nightmare. So, no to the crown. And that's just the way it's going to be. But I really do think that I'm going to shine in that one, and I can't wait to see it at night and really see all these demon queens glow. And it's going to be like kind of that zone that I walk through on the way out. So I think that that's going to be really, really fun to see. Getting into the houses, my number 10 is Museum's Deadly Secrets, or Deadly Exhibits Secrets. What am I talking about? The Museum Deadly Exhibits. I think the story is cool. I think that they've put some good detail into it. I'm hearing it's really short. And I don't know. I'm just not excited about this, which is crazy because some of the people that I've listened to put it like on like literally the first, second, or third for their hype list. I'm just not hyped. My number 9 is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I love Ghostbusters. I did not like the new movie. I really didn't. And I was super disappointed because I loved Afterlife. I thought it was so good for those fans that love the originals. We had kind of gotten away from that with, you know, the Answer the Call movie. And so I had my reservations, but it was amazing. And like, so good. I would rewatch Afterlife, and I will rewatch Afterlife before the event. I will rewatch Frozen Empire now that it's free on Netflix, and I'm still pissed off that I paid money for it, but whatever. Anyways, digressing. From what I'm hearing, that there will be some callbacks to the other movies. I do think it'll, you know, it's that fun, nostalgic house. Like, I'm not trying to get scared here. I'm not preparing to be scared here. I think it'll be fun to look around. Major Sweets Candy Factory. Y'all, I struggled with my ranking because honestly, I love the concepts of some of these houses, and I think they all have the potential to really be amazing and wow me, or I wouldn't have done this for 10 years. I think Major Sweet's story is really cool. I love that it's the prequel to a scare zone that we got last year. I think that really excites me. I think that it could break the Fear Factor curse. Fingers crossed. And Goblin's Feast is my number 7. I loved the story. It was ingratiating to listen to a little bit, but it was so fun. And I think it's going to be a pretty house. I really think it's going to be that Wicked Growth vibe. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fairy tale. There's fucking orcs, y'all. Like, I love Lord of the Rings deeply, emotionally, obviously. So I really am excited for this Goblin's Feast. Triplets of Terror is my number 6. I think the story is really cool. What I'm hearing about it is really cool. This is really, like, I struggled with whether to place it at 6 or 5. I struggled between that and Slaughter Cinema too, because I saw the original Slaughter Cinema. And from what I'm hearing, this is really great for those people who have been waiting for this like comeback, and it's everything that we wanted it to be. So that's the only reason I ranked it a little bit higher. Slaughter Cinema is also supposed to have a mummy strip club, and I am a mummy girl. Like, oh my God. So I'm here for that. Insidious the Further is my number 4 because supposedly it is the scariest house. I am jazzed for that. I want to get scared. I love a good scary house. I rank, my hype list is such a weird thing. And I think that that's something, like, everyone is entitled to their own hype list and their own reasons. Like, I really don't think that there's a right or a wrong. It's just like, legitimately, like, what are you the most excited for ranked from highest to lowest? That's really all it is. But I've actually never seen any of the Insidious movies, and I'm going to be watching them to get ready for the event. So I am excited to see that. I love Tiptoe Through the Tulips though, because it's creepy AF. So I can't wait to literally get a cocktail in me and tiptoe through the tulips and get the shit scared out of me. I've heard it has wrecked some folks. Monsters, the Monsters of Latin America was my favorite story that they did. And by I mean the Discover Universal podcast. Go check it out if you're going to the event and you haven't delved into that. It's super fun. If you're also listening and you want some other great podcast recommendations, check out Haunt Girls and HHN 365. But Monstros, to me, had the greatest storyline. I am very excited that we took this from Hollywood. So a lot of people who went to Hollywood are seeing this now for the second time. But I am so excited that they're also doing a second one in Hollywood this year. So clearly it did well. And now we've got Orlando dollar bills back in this one. So I am here for it. I think it's going to be really, really good. A Quiet Place is my number 2, and a lot of people would probably want to fight me in the fog and streets for this. I love A Quiet Place. I loved the movies. I loved the concept. I am so excited for a different experience in a house. As someone who's been doing this for 10 years, the thought of having to be silent in a house to get a better experience that way, the fact that these scare actors and these team members are learning ASL, I think is so inclusive and wonderful. I cannot wait for this house. And my number 1 is Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. I have really fallen in love with the Universal house, the Universal Monsters storylines over the last few years. And I think that is just how we got to number 1. I love the fact that it's an all-female house. I'm here for that. Girl power. This is the year for the girls, 100%, or the ghouls, I guess. But I am so excited. If you guys are going to the event, even if you're not going on my event night, I would love to hear what your hype lists are. I'm going to try not to make you all nauseated by all of my HHN excitement, but there's probably going to be some more content before I get to the event. But I really, truly hope that you guys like this video even a little bit. Like I said, if you're going to the event, let me know what your hype lists are. I'm here for it. If you've already been, let me know if I'm already wrong. And I hope you guys are as excited about spooky season as I am. Thank you so much for indulging me, and I hope this gives you a really good idea of what to do with your blank pages. If you need a hype list, if you need a place to put your Halloween spooky movie list, this is a great way to use up those icky blank pages that just stare at you and make you feel terrible. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and enjoy creating your own little spooky wonderlands. Bye!